Demi Lovato has announced on Twitter that she is taking a break from the music industry and the media after facing some backlash for her Taylor Swift comments that she gave during an interview with Glamour magazine. So first, she tweeted this: "So excited for 2017, taking a break from music and the spotlight. I am not meant for this business and the media." So let's talk about those Taylor Swift comments, the recent ones, because there has been some comments that she made in the past. We'll talk about that after our 5 words. But the recent comments in Glamour magazine, she said, quote, "I think in certain situations, certain people could be doing more if they're going to claim that as part of their brand. To be honest, and this will probably get me in trouble, I don't see anybody in any sort of squad that has a normal body. It's kind of this false image of what people should look like and what they should be like, and it's not real, it's not realistic." She goes on to say, "I think that having a song and a video about tearing Katy Perry down, that's not women's empowerment. We all do things that aren't, but I have to ask myself, am I content with calling myself a feminist? Yes, because I speak out." And then there was a lot of backlash. I'll just read one of the tweets. The Taylor Swift fans, they wrote, Demi Lovato, here's an example from Matilda: "I love you, but shading other artists isn't women empowerment either. Sometimes it's best if we only mind our own business." Demi Lovato tweeted a series of tweets, but one of the tweets she wrote, "Also, don't forget that words can be taken out of context when doing interviews. Still not apologizing for saying what everyone wants to say." Thoughts, 5 words or less.
I'll miss her so much.
Show's over for Demi again.
Don't do this to me.
Probably bad blood now between them. I don't want there to be bad blood.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
love Demi
do.
Lovato.
I think
she's just speaking up.
As she should. If Demi is anything, if she is the antithesis, I think, of what Taylor Swift is. Demi is outspoken. Demi, is NFG, no fucks given, all the time. And I like that.
She has 0 fucks to give.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Demi's the real deal. But what I like about Demi, though, too, is that she can have accountability for what she says, even though sometimes she is a little scathing for being like 26 and being so young and like out of control. But she's right though. So Taylor Swift gave $250,000 to Kesha, right?
This is some past stuff.
Right,
yes. Please inform us.
Okay, and
yes.
so Demi thought, ooh, that's cute.
Right.
But anyone can give money. Why don't you do something that actually matters? And she said, go to Capitol Hill, say something, do something with your notoriety and your popularity that actually helps push people forward.
Because Demi does. Demi has been a big advocate not only for gender equality, but also for body image, and then shining a light on mental illness and talking openly about her mental health issues.
This is a really dangerous area to get into. I don't like it when people compare causes.
No,
like it's tough when we do stories about one thing. They're like, "Why aren't you talking about this other thing?" And it's like, well, maybe we are. We can't just talk about one thing all the time.
Of course. How selfish of me. Let's do all the things that you want to do.
I think Demi gets into this weird jealousy category in this one, so I'm not on her side.
I disagree.
I think the thing is, it's focus on yourself. Focus on your ability to do what you do and tell other people that it's okay to have whatever body image they want. But don't go after other people who look a certain way. That's how they look, and that's them living their lives. And who knows, maybe they have trouble gaining weight, or maybe they're stressed and they don't eat when they get stressed because they're so busy.
That's all a fair point, but she was asked about this in the Glamour interview, so she can't help what questions she's going to be asked, and I don't think
she can help what answers she gives.
But I think that her answer was fair. I mean, her answer was basically saying that you need to put in the work. If you're going to call yourself a feminist, you can't just call it because it's trendy among your group of friends. You have to put in the work. And I don't think that I think that there needs to be accountability within any sort of community, and whether it's in the LGBT community or in the feminist community or whatever, hat you want to wear. You need, if Sam was, said, "Oh, I'm such an animal lover," but you didn't do anything to do that, then, as another animal lover, I'd be like, "Sam, you're fucking up." And hopefully we could do it in a place of love. Now, I think what rubbed some people the wrong way is that it doesn't really seem like there's a lot of love between Demi and Taylor. So people are like, "Oh, it's shade, it's shade." But if this was maybe Demi and a friend of hers, and her friend, maybe, let's say Katy Perry for the sake of argument, and Katy Perry was like, "Feminism," and Demi was like, "Hey, come with me to Capitol Hill," and called her out in that respect, I still think that, people would understand, okay, these are friends holding each other accountable, challenging, motivating each other. Whereas there doesn't really seem to be that dynamic with with Taylor Swift and Demi Lovato. They don't really seem to be friends, which is why it's a story to begin with.
I'm focusing on the body image thing, like more than that. I think that's weird.
What do you think about, really quickly, what do you think about when she brought up her kind of like writing a song and publicly, well, an innuendo, tearing down Katy Perry?
I
that
love
was interesting.
Taylor Swift getting called out for bad blood when she's saying to other people, don't tear folks down in the public eye. Like, I think that's perfect for holding people to account for like, oh, don't, cast stones because you have the absolute same sin.
And I agree with you about the comparing charities and charitable efforts. I think where Demi Lovato was coming from, and this is just me speculating, and it doesn't mean that I agree with it, is the fact that she thinks that Taylor Swift always makes an announcement after she donates, right? So she donates $1 million to Hurricane Katrina, makes the announcement. Donates to Kesha, makes the announcement. So I think the reason behind that was to let her know, listen, you can do more with your action than just doing something for publicity. That's where it was coming from in the interview.
And also, the story is, she's taking a break from social media because of all the flack and all the negative comments that she's getting from fans of Taylor. Same thing with Justin Bieber taking a break from social media. I think celebrities should be able to do that. She is human, and Demi Lovato has been very transparent about everything that's gone on in her life. That makes her a little bit more vulnerable and sensitive to these type of comments. So I think people always want to get mad at celebrities for being vocal and make them feel bad for having an opinion or for, they're so blessed, they're so famous, you have all these things going for you. How dare you have an opinion about this and that? Demi is trying to make herself, to me, more real and more accessible. So I think if she wants to take a break from social media for however long or leave the business, bye, Demi. I mean, you have that
I'll
right.
miss her music
Right.
so much.
She's not going.
She
though.
just
I don't think
released
she's
Body
going.
Say and said that maybe she dated a girl. So I'm already I fell in
I saw
love
that.
with her, and now she's gone.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do
Not
this.
fair.
to
I don't
me.
think she's gone for good.
It's so
Maybe she
rare
is.
that I
No,
have a
it's in
crush this
2017.
strong.
Hey.
She's taking care of herself, though, which is
Right.
good because Demi.
But what about me, Sam?
Here's the thing, Grace. She probably just didn't know how it affected you, and now
Yeah.
that she knows, she'll probably come back
I'm
to
sure
the
she's
public eye.
watching right now.
And in June of this year, she did a 24-hour Twitter vacation and came back after she went on a big tirade about, I'm leaving Twitter, I'm leaving social media, I hate everyone, and she came back. So I really think she'll be back sooner than we think. And this is in 2017, she said. she's gonna
That's
come back.
what's weird.
you,
All right,
though.
so let's talk
Absolutely.
about some hypocrisy about making a big deal about leaving Twitter for 24 hours and then going after someone for making a big deal about making a giant donation. Like, I think that making the big deal about the giant donation isn't something you should go after someone for. Because if Demi is off giving money to charity and I don't know about it, then people don't know how to get involved. If Taylor Swift, even for selfish reasons, is telling everyone, I just gave this money.
Fair point.
Then it's, well, at least I know about that cause now.
Fair point. I agree. I love Demi Lovato.
And if you abandon the public life, you're probably not doing as effective a job as you could have done in publicizing the stories and charities that you're going after.
Wow, Brett, just
Bitch.
just
Sorry, I forgot to
laying
say
it
that.
down.
Mike's dropped everywhere.
Lay it down, Brett. All right, please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.